Talk about dirty money in politics. Whitney Webb and Christopher Ballin show the toxic and horrifying crimes of the Talmudist media mafia, Wall Street and Federal Reserve crime ring, predatory Wall Street war on homeowners, the death of the middle class by tech attack on already unstable housing markets, with Israeli tech spies, Chinese nationals, Indian scammers, Russian mafia truckers taking American jobs and making blue-collar communities homeless. We have to wake up to the class war by an artificial ruling class that is coming for what little we have left. We are seeing the rise of a global police state that is run by obnoxious reality TV figureheads that spew garbage to fill children's heads with MK Ultra false flags and fear to tear up the Bill of Rights. We have monopolies run by oligarchs with offshore loyalties stemming from the dirty war against America by the British Zionist bankers between 1812 and 1913 that made the US military into a proxy of European oil colonialism. We are absolutely up against the wall by a ruling class crime wave that is run by ancient enemies of humanity. If we allow it, we will all find ourselves drafted into World War III. Endless jingoism is draining the lifeblood of US taxpayers to benefit Zionist oligarchs who think they need to reduce humanity by 2/3, as was once inscribed on the Georgia Guidestones. Proxy wars, School of the Americas, political assassinations and artificial narratives, from CIA and Mossad eugenicists. False flags and cultural engineering is flagrant. We need to reject the calls for civil war and martial law. After NDAA 2012, it is legal for the government to begin killing dissidents, and journalists like Michael Hastings, Gary Webb, and Michael Ruppert. This kind of democide is on display in Gaza, and in the eyes of the ruling class, we are all Palestinians now. We must wake up to this reality and recognize the information warfare being waged against us. The mainstream media serves corporate interests, not the truth. We must organize at the community level and build networks of resistance based on truth and solidarity. The predatory financial system extracts wealth from working families through complex financial instruments designed to obscure their theft. Families lose their homes to feed the profits of distant shareholders, who never see the human cost of their investments. Private equity firms buy up entire neighborhoods, converting homeownership dreams into permanent rental serfdom. If minimum wage had followed inflation, it would be around $100K as it was in the 1950s equivalent. Rents skyrocket while wages stagnate, creating a permanent underclass of housing insecure workers. Technology companies promise innovation, but deliver job destruction and economic displacement. Foreign workers are imported to undercut American wages, while American workers are discarded. Communities that built America are systematically destroyed, as small businesses are crushed by corporate monopolies, replaced by soulless corporate chains that offer no connection to community or place. This is economic warfare designed to extract maximum wealth, while leaving communities powerless and dependent. But resistance is growing as people wake up to the theft. Mass immigration is weaponized against working-class communities to suppress wages and break social cohesion. Tech companies import foreign workers through visa programs. While qualified Americans are passed over, traditional American communities watch their culture disappear as they become minorities in their own neighborhoods. Public services are overwhelmed, while taxpayers foot the bill for corporate labor arbitrage. This is deliberate strategy by corporate elites to divide working people against each other, while the real enemy extracts their wealth. The result is communities in collapse. But working people of all backgrounds are beginning to see that their common enemy is the corporate elite, not each other. Communities are organizing to defend their interests and demand politicians serve them, not corporate donors. The same families that have controlled global finance for centuries continue to manipulate currencies and economies worldwide. The Bretton Woods system established dollar hegemony, backed by oil and enforced by military power. International organizations like the World Economic Forum and United Nations serve as fronts for global governance. Their Agenda 2030 seeks to control every aspect of human life through digital surveillance and social credit systems. Multinational corporations have become more powerful than nations, capturing regulatory agencies and writing their own rules. They pay no taxes while small businesses are crushed by regulation, creating a new form of digital feudalism, where the masses are seen as useless eaters to be eliminated. Bioweapons research continues under the guise of public health, while pharmaceutical companies profit from engineered diseases. They control food production to control populations, But alternative media is exposing their plans, and parallel economies are being built to bypass their control. The Great Awakening cannot be stopped. Freedom will prevail over tyranny. Proxy wars rage across the globe, as weapons flow to both sides of manufactured conflicts. The School of the Americas trains death squads and dictators to maintain corporate control over resources. CIA operations destabilize governments that resist corporate exploitation. Through color revolutions and manufactured uprisings, corporate media sells these wars to the American people, with false humanitarian justifications. Defense contractors profit from endless war, while reconstruction companies profit from rebuilding what they destroyed. Private military companies replace national armies, turning human suffering into shareholder profits. But people are waking up to the war machine, and military families are speaking out against endless conflicts. Some in Congress are finally questioning military spending and demanding diplomacy over warfare. Truth-tellers expose war crimes and challenge the narrative, giving hope that peace may yet prevail over profit. The Great Awakening is happening as people see through the lies and share information despite censorship attempts. Alternative platforms emerge to bypass corporate media control, while citizen journalists document the truth. Communities organize at the grassroots level, building parallel institutions independent of corporate control. Food sovereignty movements reject industrial agriculture, while energy independence reduces corporate dependence. Independent candidates challenge the corporate duopoly while direct action confronts corporate power directly. Constitutional rights are defended against government overreach, and jury nullification protects the innocent. Economic boycotts and divestment campaigns target corporate criminals, while local economies strengthen community resilience. Cryptocurrency adoption bypasses central bank control, and barter systems reduce dependence on fiat currency. The corporate empire is crumbling as people withdraw consent, and truth prevails over propaganda. Freedom is rising and tyranny will fall.